चलो स्टार्ट करते हैं।
Hello children, class 7. Just as you know, I am your history teacher. I am going to teach you chapter 6. Okay? This is town traders and craft person. First, you have to know why you are going to study this chapter. Huh? Why it has given here town traders and craft person. Because town traders and craft person, there are intimate relation between these things. Town develops with the help of traders and merchants and craft person. Okay? So, not only towns develops itself, it develops with the help of many kinds of things as like temples and other things like any market, any famous market. So it is there are very intimate relation between these things. Okay, according to the year which ruler establish their power in these periods, we also study about that rulers who developed towns from which taking which help they have developed towns. All these things we will study in this chapter. So just open your chapter 6, page number 75. It is very important to underline to understand the paragraph. Okay, so open it. I will just make you clear and just you have to know about that. I will just tell you the page number and you will be able to understand, and you will also be able to underline the paragraph also, important line. Okay, I will just read it and make you clear. What would a traveller visiting a medieval town expect to find? This would depend on what kind of a town it was. A temple town, and just it is the first paragraph started with the first line. A temple town, an administrative center, a commercial town, or a port town, to name just some possibilities. Okay, so it is very important to know. Administrative center, a commercial town or port town. Okay, town develops if there are these things have been built. Okay, so if there is a famous temple which has been built by any rulers, you have to study in this lesson. There was administrative centers which was ruled by any famous ruler. Commercial towns, the town which has been established by the merchants or traders, you will just study. And the port town. As you know, in southeast there are the port with Machilipatnam, which has given its help to develop the towns. Okay, in northwest, in southwest also, the port has developed to make the town establishment. Okay, so I am going to start here this. In fact, many towns combined several functions. They were administrative centers, temple towns, as well as centers of commercial activities and craft production. Okay, there is also one thing, craft production. Craft production also helps to develop the town. Okay, so just turn over the pages and it is in 76 page, first paragraph. You can take a screenshot of this point, then I will start the next point. Okay, you can take a screenshot. Okay, I am going to erase it. Okay. Now the point comes administrative centers. Okay. To build towns in developed forms, it was very important to see the administrative centers where it was established, by which ruler it was established. So just read, look in your book also. You read about the Chola dynasty in your previous chapter, the capital of Cholas, as it was 1,000 years ago. A perennial river which flows continuously whole year, that is called perennial river. Kaveri, it is Kaveri, Kaveri river in south flows near this beautiful town. Okay, Kaveri river flows near the town Thanjavur. Okay, Thanjavur. One hears the bells of Raja Rajeshwara temple built by King Raja Chola. There was a temple, Raja Rajeshwar temple built by King Raja Chola. Raja Chola. Okay. The townspeople are all praised for its architect, Kunjar Malan Raja, who has proudly carved his name on the temple wall. Inside is a massive Shivling. Okay. Beside the temple there are palaces. Okay, you can take a screenshot of this point. Beside these things there was palaces where king hold court in these mandapas, issuing order to their subordinates. There are also barracks for the army. Okay, I am going to erase. I hope you have taken the screenshot. Mandappas. Okay. King hold his meetings in the court called Mandapas. The town is bustling with market selling grain. It is page number 76, paragraph 4th. Okay. The town is bustling with market selling grain, spices, cloth and jewelry. These things were also very important to develop the towns. Okay. Water supply for the town comes from wells and tanks. The Salia Viva, Thanjore and the nearby town of Uraru are busy producing cloth for flags to be used in the temple festivals. Underline this. Okay. This way, temples also help to develop the town. Okay. Now, some distance away, the Swami Malia, the Ispathis are the sculptures are making exit bronze idols and tall ornaments, bell metals, lamps. Okay. Now comes the point temple, towns and pilgrimage center. Just you can take a screenshot of these points. Pilgrimage center. Okay. Temple towns and pilgrimage centers were also become very important point to develop the towns. Okay. Thanjore is also an example of a temple town. Temple town represent a very important pattern of urbanization. Urbanization. The word urbanization. In Hindi it is शहरीकरण. ठीक है. These things becomes the point to help to build the temples, towns. Okay. The process by which cities develop. Temples were often central to the economy and society. Okay. Rulers built temples to demonstrate their devotion to various deities. There were many rulers many rulers who built temples to demonstrate their power and fame. Okay. They also endowed temples with grants of land and money to carry out elaborate rituals, feed pilgrimages and pay praise and celebrate festivals. Pilgrimages who flocked to the temples also made donations. Okay. From different places, pilgrimages came to donate their money to develop the towns. Okay. So, I am going to erase it. You can take a screenshot of this point. cities. Okay. Now comes the page number 77. It has completed 76. Okay. Now 77. Temple authorities use their wealth to finance trade and banking. Okay. Temple authority. Gradually a large number of priests, workers, artisans, traders, etc. settled near the temple to cater to its needs. That means to fulfill its needs and those of the pilgrims. Okay. Thus grew temple towns. Towns emerged around temples such as those of Villa Swamin, Vilsa and Vidisha in Madhya Pradesh. Okay. And Somnath in Gujarat. You can take a screenshot of these points because I am going to erase. Okay. Okay. Somnath temple in Gujarat had become a source of money due to the emergence of traders and visitors from different places who also settled there. Okay. Other important temple towns included Kanchipuram and Madurai in Tamil Nadu. Underline it. It has given in first paragraph, last line. Okay. And Tirupati in Andhra Pradesh. Like Somnath temple, there were important temple towns Kanchipuram and Madurai in Tamil Nadu and Tirupati in Andhra Pradesh. So first paragraph has finished now. Now comes the second paragraph in page number 77. Pilgrimage center also slowly developed into township. Vrindavan in Uttar Pradesh, underline it also, and Tiruvantmali, Tamil Nadu are examples of two such towns. Ajmer was the capital of Chauhan kings in the 12th century and later become the Suba headquarters under the Mughals. Okay? It provides an excellent example of religious coexistence. Khwaja Moinuddin Chishti. Underline it also. Now it is page number 78. Celebrated Sufi saint who settled there in the 12th century. Okay, just I am going to erase it and I will just write the important point. You can take a screenshot of this point. There was
मैम 23 मिनट्स हुआ।
अच्छा बस ये गाइस Okay, there was a religious center in the 12th century in Ajmer where Khwaja Muinuddin Chishti, the celebrated Sufi sant who settled there to develop the town. Okay, you can take the screenshot of this. So, I hope that you have understood what about the chapter is towns, traders and craft persons. Many craft persons have developed their craft work to develop the towns and settled there from different places. Okay. So I hope you have understood all this lesson in details. Okay. Have you a good day.